Lou's Antiques and Collectibles, and we buy and sell stuff for the 2 antique booths that we have in the 2 antique malls that we're in. Maumee Antiques in Maumee, Ohio, and Plaza Antiques in Lincoln Park, Michigan. And I don't know if you can see ahead of us, but we are on a trip again. This is our yearly Mackinac trip, and we're heading up on the Mackinac Bridge right here. So I'm not sure where we're going to go this time. I'm sure there's going to be some resale shops for sure in Sheboygan. I'm not sure if we'll go to the Sioux or not, but come along with us on the trip and we'll do some junking. Here's a little bit closer view of the Mackinac Bridge. We'll be getting off on this exit here and going to our favorite campground, Mill Creek Camping in Mackinac City. It's beautiful. So here's our campsite at Mackinac Mill Creek, our favorite campground up north. And it's nice because we have trees all around. Even though we're kind of close, we have a little barrier. Been in Mackinac a couple days, and you can guess where we're going. We're going up into the Upper Peninsula. And here we are in the Mackinac Bridge, and we're going to perhaps do some junking at the Sioux Locks. So we'll see what we find. We're for sure going to go to that Ben store up there that we really like going to. So come on along with our little adventure today. So we put some clips of the Mackinac Bridge in here because it's so cool to cross. And over there is Mackinac Island if you've ever been there. So to the right of us is Lake Huron, and to the left of us is Lake Michigan. But what a beautiful bridge and a beautiful area to check out. So if you haven't been in this area, come definitely and see it. Here's a little store we went to in St. Ignace. It's called the Hope Store. And we checked out what they got there. So here's some plates and some bells. They must be pretty busy because their shelves were fairly empty. Although I did find out later that I believe it's all donation. So their toys were pretty much wiped out. This would be a good store to donate to if you lived in the area because it really services the people in the community. I'm checking out these dolls. That one I keep picking up, I'm not sure quite what that is. Maybe if any of you know, put a comment in there. That's a Disney doll, and I didn't pick that up. I don't know why I didn't pick up, but that was kind of a cute one. But that one to the right, I kept looking at thinking, it looked familiar to me, but I didn't know what it was. So we went down here. They had a bunch of plushes on the top. I've gotten quite a few of those this summer. And here's a little bag of cars that I kind of passed on. A little Fisher-Price tractor, which I got a couple of those right now, so I passed on those. It wasn't for the price, believe me, because everything was really reasonable. Although, honestly, at these kind of stores, I tend to pay more for things because it is a donation. They had lots of kitchen stuff and lots of plates and lots of clear glasses. This is actually a set of Heritage from the Federal Glass Company. So this was a really cool set, and it was almost complete. I decided to pass on it because it was clear glass. So this store right here is for a benefit of the community. It's a donation. They're a really nice organization. I did find that set of depression glass in there, and I'm not really interested in it because it's clear, and the clear glass doesn't sell well for me. But I did tell them that. I ended up buying just a couple pieces of clothing and giving them a generous donation. And so I guess I wouldn't use this as a place to make a buck on too much, but if I was in the area, I sure would donate to them because they have limits of how much you can take, and but like I said, it's all donations. So we're up in the Upper Peninsula right now, and this is what happens all summer in Michigan, especially up here, is construction. And let me tell you, there's only about 3 months they can even do, maybe 4 months construction up here, so they got to take advantage of it when it's warmer and get all of it done. So anyways, we always tease that the barrels are the national monuments of Michigan, but anyways, that's that. So we deal with it, and that's part of the nature of the beast when you live this far north. We're gonna go into Bins Ahoy here and see what we got today. It's Thursday, so it's Dollar Day. I don't know if much will be left, but we'll check it out. So even though this was Dollar Day, there was a lot of stuff in the bins. This little sparkly thing, I got the shirt and I got the pants, and actually I sold those pretty quickly. But I couldn't believe all the good stuff, mainly clothes, but still to have anything left for $1 a day at any of these bin stores is amazing. So I did buy a lot of stuff for myself and some clothing, some seasonal clothing to sell at the mall. So it was really good. Like that sweater there, I got that. I sold that also. And I kept digging around and I couldn't believe all the amazing things that I found for $1 a day. So definitely a great stop if you're in Sault in Michigan. You'll definitely want to check out this store. It's really good. I think no matter what day you go. Check out all the clothing I got. I got mainly Halloween and Christmas clothing. I think I spent like $30 some. Got some things for myself. But this will be really good at the mall for my dress forms. Some super cute stuff in there. There's even a Santa Claus dress. So we did pretty good at Ben's Ahoy. So we just went to this Goodwill store, which is right next to the bin store. And honestly, I've maybe bought one thing all these years. But look what I got today. Well, the shirt you don't really care about, but I got a big LOL doll for $3. That's worth $10 all day. This is pokey, I think it was $3. I think I can get 9 out of this, but this was the best bag. Look at all these LOL dolls for $5.99. Can you believe it? I get $3 a piece out of those. There's a load of them. There's got to be more than 10 anyways. And these little cars are always good. There's an old Fisher Price car in there. It's worth a couple bucks, and that bag was 99 cents. This bag was $3.99, but I got a lot of the Imaginext figures in there. So that'll be good. Looks like there's maybe some Barbie clothes in there too. This one I kind of took a chance on. It was 99 cents, but there was an ET in there and several Minions. So I thought that could be good. And then I got Maui from Moana. He was $1. I just sold one of these for $10. So that was a great find in there. Good deal at the Sault. So we're heading here into Sault Ste. Marie, and we're going to go to the Salvation Army. Then we're going to go see if we can see any boats today. So let's check it out. So here's the Salvation Army in Sault Ste. Marie. It looks like they're doing something on the docks. You see all the cranes up there? I'm not quite sure what's going on. So usually we find something here, so let's check it out. So there was so much commotion in this store with kids that we couldn't film in there, but we got these, I believe they're Ryan's World figurines, and this one here alone is worth $15. We got 75 cents for all three. And then we got a couple of these rhinestone pins for 50 cents a piece. And we got rose pin for $1.50, and these I think were like not even 50 cents. The rose pin I could typically get about $5.99 for. This I'll probably get $5 for. And then I got a angel pin here for $1.50. That's probably $5.99. This I had to buy. It's older, but it's a pilgrim pin. I never even seen one. I probably paid too much for it. I paid $2 for it, but I thought it was so cool because I've never seen Thanksgiving jewelry. And then the other things I got, this t-shirt I think was $2.50. This was a Bad Witch t-shirt's brand new. It's a Disney shirt. And then I got a Snoopy shirt and another Winnie the Pooh shirt. They were $1.50 each. So I'm switching kind of my clothes over to t-shirts, so that's why I'm buying this kind of stuff now. We're going to see how this goes. I haven't totally switched, but I've started to. So those are the things I got at that Salvation Army. So those were good finds. So when we're at the Sault Locks, we always stop at this little drive-in food place called Clyde's. They have great hamburgers and great food. And the best thing about Clyde's is right over here. This is where all the big ships come through. And there's also a ferry that goes to Sugar Island, which you can see over there. It's going to be coming back pretty soon. But this turn is where all the big ships go into the St. Mary River. My favorite place. So one is coming, so we're going to hang on and try to wait for it. So they have a schedule online of when the boats are coming, so we definitely checked this out before we came so we could kind of time this right. And one of the freighters are coming through right now, and my husband fast forwarded it because it's quite a long process for these big boats to get around here. They're amazing. It's so cool to see. And some of these boats are pretty old. It's amazing that they're still out at sea and still doing all kinds of work. That little building in the back, I don't know if it looks very big in the picture, but it's like 3 stories high, 3 or 4 stories high. So these ships are massive. And those of you who watch my videos realize that I like to watch ships because I do Jetty Park in the winter and I do the Sulaks in the summer. So that might be boring to some people, but I am somehow mesmerized by ships. I don't know. I don't have sea legs, that's for sure, because I get very motion sickness. So I can't even go on most of these boats. I can go in a little boat, but they're just so cool for me to watch, and they're mesmerizing how these people live on these ships, and that's their job, and it's kind of cool. But there it is, going down the St. Mary's River. How beautiful is that? And this is Lou from Lou's Antiques and Collectibles saying goodbye, and we'll see you again. Bye, everybody.